Hello, and welcome to my spoken word channel. My name is Stephen Lackey, but like any other label, that name is simply a collection of letters that make sounds to convey meaning, a meaning which may have varying connotations for those who voice and or hear it. The spoken word is much the same, its effect ranging from dissonance to resonance, apathy to revulsion, sometimes even to the same person over time. I'll be reading some of my own work today, offering analysis of its meter, rhyme scheme, and content. If you find it appealing, heartening, or evocative, or even not worth remembering, please consider the aforementioned variability of response. Words, much the same as attitudes, friendships, or even the air we breathe, may teach us, transform us, or pass uninspiringly in this moment. But the next is yet to be defined. Herein are my copyrighted works, all rights reserved, but please forget the name and remember the message. Also, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Today's piece is called Perhaps I'm Meant to Walk the Earth Alone. Perhaps I'm meant to walk the earth alone, collecting scars, grim highlights etched upon my skin, my bones, my heart of steel and stone, as artful evils, damage unatoned, infected memories, telltale names withdrawn. Perhaps I'm meant to walk the earth alone, a monument to truths one shan't condone. Do such accursed blasphemies belong within my home, my heart of steel and stone? And what of downcast faces' undertones, soul galleries of countless blades foregone? Perhaps we're meant to walk the earth alone, as if regarding others' pain unknown, in plain sight hiding, mugging, prattling on, bled thin, bemoaning hearts of steel and stone. Oh, that our needling despots be dethroned, unarmed, that we could heal by moving on, perhaps not meant to walk the earth alone, raw-skinned, fraught-boned, with hearts of steel and stone. This is a villanelle, considered widely to be the most challenging form of poetry owing to its strictures. As denoted by LitCharts, a poem of 19 lines, which follows a strict form that consists of 5 tercets or 3-line stanzas, followed by 1 quatrain, a 4-line stanza. Villanelles use a specific rhyme scheme of ABA for their tercets and ABAA for the quatrain. The first and third lines of the first tercet function as repeating refrains, which alternate as the final line of each subsequent tercet, and appear again as the 2 final lines of the concluding quatrain. Although villanelles often do use meter, they don't have to use any one type of meter in particular. Likely the most famous villanelle is Dylan Thomas' Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night. It is written in iambic pentameter and follows the above defined rhythm and refrain structure explicitly. My poem is also in iambic pentameter, but breaks from the strict villanelle format with 2 respective styles of slight rewording developed over the course of the line 1 and line 3 refrains. The first refrain of line 1 is exact. The second changes the subject-verb contraction from I'm to we're. The third removes the contraction entirely, replacing it with not, which makes grammatical sense here as the refrain's iteration functions within a clause. These changes do not affect the meter or rhymes of the refrains, as the changed words are on soft stresses. The first refrain of line 3 retains its closing of my heart of steel and stone, but replaces its opening of my skin, my bones within my home. The second retains hearts of steel and stone, but replaces its opening with bled thin, bemoaning. The third retains hearts of steel and stone and opens with raw-skinned, fraught-boned with. These line opening changes do not affect the meter or rhyme of the refrains, as the changed words are stressed iambically and all rhyme internally with line 3's inception. This poem reflects the trauma that many carry, its effect on oneself and others, and the possibility that there might be another way. The narrator first questions his fated aloneness, wearing unattributed evils tattoos, later asking if these should be an advisory that others beware their own victimization. He questions whether he should bear it, followed by his recognizance of all the lonely faces of his world trapped like him, wondering additionally if everyone is supposed to ignore each other's wailing as white noise, though it be directly before us. The quatrain demonstrates a shift in the narrator's perspective, that we are kept scarred by our torment and subsequent aloneness, that we might soften and heal once freed of it, that perhaps it is our ultimate fate to dig ourselves from beneath it. The subtly progressive shifts in line structure emphasize the undeniably evolving perspective of the narrator. Perhaps he is becoming fed up and ready for the change, or the stiffening of his heart has left him no choice but to break free or die. Perhaps it took his looking within, actually feeling his own pain, to feel that of another, and he cannot bear the thought of any of us carrying such unnecessary weight that should never have been born in the first place. Thank you for joining me today. I hope it has been some mix of enlightening, entertaining, and thought-provoking, and if not, well, perhaps another time. You could have spent it any number of ways, but I sincerely appreciate that you've chosen to spend this time listening to phrases I have turned. I'd like to hear your thoughts as well. Drop a comment below regarding what your own or someone else's creative writing and or spoken word has meant to you. Also, subscribe to my channel if you'd like. I'm not sure how often I'll be posting, but if you click the notification bell, you'll be among the first to know when I do. Please also consider this. You never know someone else's situation, but despite anything you may be dealing with, you can be a hand to hold, a smile to brighten, or a kind word for another. And there is no limit. You will never run out. Spend and spend and spend your love, and then spend some more, and then look at your still full purse. Such a beauty is love that when you realize finally that you are not spending, but sharing, when you realize all the lives that you touched and were thence touched in turn, you'll have never felt so full, with still more to share. Start today. Embody the strength. Find a voice. Be heard.